Taurus, welcome to Divine Debut. Happy birthday, dear Taurus. This is your May 1st till the 15th of 2019 Love and General Divine Spread that I'm doing for you. Hope that you've all had a wonderful birthday for those of you that have already had your birthday, and for the people who are having birthdays soon, all the best to you. This is a wonderful time for you. Wonderful, wonderful time. It's your solar return. So let's see what you're dealing with this month. Taurus, it's retrograde season. Saturn on Monday turned retrograde. So that was today's Thursday actually. So 3 days ago, Saturn turned retrograde. The week before that, Pluto turned retrograde. So it's a very karmic time at this time because they're right on top of the Pluto and Saturn are right on top of the south node of the moon. So for those of you that know your astrology, whatever is around the 20-degree mark, 20, 23, it's a very karmic time, and there are changes, big changes on the way. But know that this retrograde season, which will be lasting roughly until September, about there will be many changes. So what you've put the hard work in for, you should be manifesting it, okay, from now until then. Yes, this reading is until mid-May, but we'll see what other indications we have about what you are working through karmically. Let's take your divine message, your karma dharma message. This is a beautiful time for you, dear Taurus. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so even with Jupiter being retrograde in its home sign of Sagittarius, it says that changes are ahead of you. This is the card of luck. Okay, so that's a very good way to start. Now, with Jupiter, oh wow, the Tower and the Moon card, so you don't know what changes are coming. Uranus is bringing changes into your life. It's in your sign. Changes within family, things that you don't know about are being redone, revamped, re-looked at. So yeah, unexpected sudden changes. I will put them back in. Unexpected sudden changes within your value, what is true for you, what is real, you know. So it's not a time of fearing the changes. Just go with it, Taurus. Know that you have got blessings ahead of you. This position here, this card is very important. It speaks about the whole reading for me. Okay, now Jupiter brings abundance and expansion. For some of you, for a few of you out there, you could be dealing with legal issues as well, which will work out in your favor. So let's do your divine spread. At the root, we've got the Two of Wands, and that's in the distant past, obviously. Now, in the position of what you don't know, Five of Swords. It's not easy. The changes are not easy, but you've got the upper hand. In the recent past, there's been some worry, Eight of Swords, but, you know, it's all, I think that you're thinking too much. There's too much thought process and not feeling, you know. Use your intuition. Try not to be in your thought space more. Go more into your heart center and try and feel what is real for you. And as I said, just be open, Taurus. Let's see at the now position. You've got Judgment. There's Pluto retrograding. Amazing. So with Saturn and Pluto and the South Node in Capricorn, Capricorn is your fellow earth sign, so it's in a positive aspect to your sign. So whatever goes on, whatever transformation is going on in Capricorn is affecting you positively. Okay, so let's see what is your highest goal, what you're trying to accomplish. Again, the thoughts. Okay, let's look at the action and advice. The devil, Capricorn. So whatever is going on and whatever is changing and transforming in Capricorn for you it's on its way out. That's what I see with the devil card here. Let's take the outcome card for you. And yeah, Queen of Swords. Again, more air energy. Very Aquarian, the energy, I feel. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. Some of you are literally getting rid of an Aquarian or a Capricorn, I'm going to say. Okay, so for those of you that have been in a committed partnership or living together, even married, it's time for change. You're cutting away what doesn't work for you. Let's take the divine position. So planetarily, how you're being helped or hindered. And when I say hindered, it doesn't mean that whatever the planets are doing, whatever the divine is doing on your behalf, it doesn't mean, even though it's holding you back, could be. I don't know what the card is yet, but know that whatever is being changed for you is for your highest good. Let's take the card, and we've got the King of Cups, which is, yes, coming from your heart space. I truly feel that for a lot of you, this is your energy. For others of you, this could be someone that you're dealing with. For those of you that are female out there, more, or I should say more feminine in energy, then you've got someone who is, yes, quite strong with their emotions. So that means they've got a lot of feminine energy, but whoever takes on the role of the masculine is showing up in your divine position. So that should help you work out who it is. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the Six of Pentacles, which is, for me, this is the energy of Libra. Libra is the partnership house. And this is equal giving and receiving, reciprocity, and being very generous as well. And again, for those of you that are dealing with any litigation matters, then there will be a sense of a payout coming for you, or for those of you that are on the opposite side of the spectrum, you may need to be more generous or finalize something, bring in the balance by giving anything that is of material importance, financial. Okay, and this could even be alimony if you are dealing and you've got children involved. So I'd like to take a Mirror's Love Oracle as well. Dear Taurus, let's see what other messages come through. For Taurus, beginning to mid-May. So we've got karma, and this is a door opening. As you can see, the door is open. It seems as though you are walking through a brand new door. Changes are ahead of you, as I've already said. What else do we have? Dating Queen. So the Dating Queen is popularity. People will be offering you flowers. It feels as though you're in a spot, you're in the limelight at this time. As I said, a lot of popularity, and people are willing to do things for you. You're quite you're on stage right now, you're performing. So the eyes are turned towards you, dear Taurus. What are you going to do about that? And we've got work. So this could be, of course, in relation to work. So there is a lot of offers coming in. There are a lot of offers coming in at work. It seems as though even your business could be quite, it's being looked at. It's as though you're being successful at this time. There's a lot of, there is a seriousness about this card. As you could see, this person here is dressed very intellectual. So it's, I'm going to say business as usual, but there is more light being shone on what your career is about, what your business is about. You're being noticed, and as I said, popularity. So with the abundance of the Jupiter card, the Wheel of Fortune, I feel that work is going to be really good. As well as that, the work card could also mean that some of you, for those of you that are really going through a karmic situation right now, it feels as though you really need, because if this is the person that you're interested in, you're going to have to put in extra work and do the work, do the Saturnian thing right now. You've got the devil here, which is all about, standing in your integrity. Sorry about that interruption. So I was talking about the devil, and this is, the time of Capricorn and everything to do with Capricorn. Now, for many of you, this is, on a collective scale, this is all about your career, your status in the world, your highest goals, so what you're aiming for. But Capricorn is also, having put in the work, even if it's not around career. For all of you, it's not going to be the same area of life. Now, the work card can either mean that it's to do with your business and around your career and what you do, or it's actually doing the work to try and please, because as you can see here the pictures, how they talk together. You see this person here is actually extending an offer. So flowers to this dating queen, who is someone who is quite sociable, someone who is well known, well renowned in the world with whatever they do, whether it's just someone that's a very bubbly, sociable sort of a person, or whether it's someone who does perform through social media, through groups and associations, which is very Aquarian. And Uranus being in your sign says that you're actually doing things that are of value to you at this time. Now, the sun recently just moved over Aquarius, just moved over Uranus. So that's like, it's as though suddenly the door has opened, right? The door has opened to this karmic cycle that you're moving through. As you could see, even with this card in your foundation, it looks as though you are seriously looking to a distance. You're imagining, you're creatively trying to work through as a new situation. You're looking at a distance, so you're looking into the future. The world is your oyster with this card, obviously, especially with this card right here. So walking through that door is going to bring you something new. Now I'm going to take one more card. With that work card, I need a little bit more information. So as I said, this is a general reading. It's about love and general things and it's general for all people. So there's a lot of messages that come through. We do have the obstacles, which, as I said, with Saturn and Pluto having gone retrograde, I feel as that for many of you have already done the work. You've done the work, you've set the ball in motion, and because with retrogrades, we're not moving forward, but we're redirecting the energy inward. So things that you've already set in motion are moving. It's not like you can actually change things right now. But there is still a bit of stagnancy here with the obstacles because it's all about time. Saturn, and being the Lord of time, is going to take a few weeks, months for others of you to actually see the manifestation on a physical level. So that's what I believe the obstacles are all about. As I was saying before, roughly September, I think you're going to see things manifest seriously. Let's see what the romance angels are saying Okay, Taurus. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So that is obviously a message for some of you out there. Even if this is not your forgiving your own parents, then this could be forgiveness from your children towards you if you're the older generation with children. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, wow, children. Yeah, okay, so your love life is being affected by children, and that's probably where the obstacles are, dear Taurus. So it's very important with these two cards that have come out for me. Now, the children card many times can speak of, it's like the Six of Cups for me, which does speak of a soulful connection, a soul connection, where you may have been dealing with the same person from another lifetime, could even be from the past, because we've got the karma card here. Now, for others of you, you could be forgiving your parents, and then that could be the obstacle that was holding you back. So forgiveness is very important at this time. I do feel that whichever way the forgiveness has got to go, it's got a lot to do with innocent energy because of the children. Trust. You need to trust in the process. You need to be in a different space. As I said, you need to move into your heart space, not only doing the math and adding up, the pros and the cons. It's not going to work for you at this time. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to read these cards, and then I'll take a couple more cards I want to see on this position of Jupiter. And because Jupiter is in its home sign, so it's very, very potent. It's retrograding, which is giving you a chance to look over a situation, whichever situation you're dealing with, and see what you've missed. So yeah, in your foundation is the door opening. What you don't know is the Five of Swords. So there is still work that's being done, probably behind the scenes. And it's because this is the position of what's hidden. There are situations that you don't know about that are going on, and this could be involving three people. As you can see in this card, we've got three people. And also what you don't know is that this is a card of conflict. It's an imbalance, but it always says that you've got the upper hand. So whatever conversations have been made in the past, I feel, because this, as I said, we're at the point now that things have already been done and things are being worked out that we don't know about because of the retrogrades. We've got Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and they're the big players. So things are happening that we don't know about. Now, yes, conversations could be happening that you don't know about. A battle also, any fighting, arguing, people not being on the same page. As I said, it's a 5, so it's an imbalance. But the positive thing with this card is that you've got the swords in your hands. So yes, your mental capacity is very strong. But I think, as I said, you need to move away from that right now, because being in this space here, the Eight of Swords, is only going to hold you back. You need to let go of this. Let go and just let it happen on its own. I feel that the general energies for everyone right now is whatever work you've put in, you need to just let go a bit. Let go and let things manifest, let things happen. Sit back and watch. Watch the changes, watch the transformation. This is in the now position. There is a second chance for whatever you're trying to manifest. This is a death and a rebirth. So, of course, maybe you've already had this awakening, and others of you are still going through it. But this is, yes, this is the divine here. Okay, this is the divine, and it's calling for you to begin again. Give it another go by being open. It's not saying take action, just be open and go with it. And this is in your highest position here. So you've tried to be intelligent. You've tried to, as I said, do the math, but sometimes things don't add up for a reason. This is a 7. It's not an even number. It's a number of conflict. Now, if you're dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius comes up for me very strongly. For some of you, it's an Aquarian that you're dealing with. For others of you, it's a Libra because of this energy here. And again, if it's not an air sign, we've also got Capricorn, which is also ruled by Saturn. Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn. So could be any of those signs. The Scorpio energy here, I believe, is your 7th house of partnership or relationship with other people in general. So you're being awakened to maybe doing things differently at this time. Now here with the action and advice, yes, I'm not doing reversals, okay? But this card speaks of work, maybe doing too much work. So the divine is actually telling you to let go a bit, loosen up. I know that Taurians are very hard workers. You put in a lot. You love to have beautiful things around you, comfort. You're ruled by Venus. But at this time, I truly believe that with the sun being in your sign, it's a lot of help from the divine. So don't force it. Just let it go and see what happens. In the outcome position, this is obviously truth. The Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini energy. You may have strong air in your chart, and this is someone who's been through their lessons. And as I said, they calculate things and they don't come from an open heart space. So yes, you've done the math. Maybe for those of you that it did not add up, it's not adding up, well then this is time to just cut it away. It's time to actually speak if you've been holding back, and that's what I feel the devil is, holding back and going in that vicious circle over and over again. You've been in a loop where something's been it's been bigger than you. It's been stronger than you, whether this is a sexual relationship, too much work. This is the shadow side. That's what it's called in other decks. So it's time to get out of that shadow side, out of the hidden and dark places that you've been in, dear Taurus. You know, the sun is coming out of your 12th house. It's time for you to shine, okay? And be open, as I said. Open your heart space and see what happens. Now, the King of Cups is someone who is very open to love, very open with their emotions. It's someone who is not holding back. They don't hold back. They wear their heart on their sleeve, and it's time to be open with your emotions and let people know where you stand. Okay? You are showing up as the king, so you've been through, you've been through the test. And, the King of Cups is someone who loves to provide for everyone. They give more than what they keep for themselves. And this card being in the divine position, it's saying that it's time to actually do something for you. It's time for Taurus to be happy. So let's take a few more cards. First of all, I'd like to look at the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you that are coming out of a relationship with another air sign, more than likely air sign, you could be dealing with alimony. You're going through the court system. It's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to come out of your cave, dear Taurus. and shine. Okay, so it's not just about work at this time. I think that you need to find the balance in all areas of your life. It's a very karmic time, so get ready for the change. Let's take 2 cards on the Jupiter card here. Oh, wow. Taurus, we cannot deny it. Okay, there is a completion. There, for some of you, you're completing a cycle in not only one area of your life, but 2, with this card showing up twice. Now, Jupiter and Sagittarius is all about the 9th house, and the 9th house is all about philosophy. It's the truth. It's the law. It's going on an adventure. Also, some of you may be dealing with someone who is at a distance to you, or they could be from a foreign background, foreign culture. Okay, so it sounds like it's like the poker machines, you know, where you put in that last coin and the jackpot strikes, and you can't believe it. You just can't believe that the changes are so sudden. And I feel that for some of you, yes, it's going to be suddenly changing, and you won't believe your luck. So you may even want to try buying a lottery ticket. Let's take another card. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So I believe that the work that's been put in will be paying off. Of course, for many of you, this could be around work. This could be a brand new position. So the luck and the changes could also be around the work that you've done. It's time to be paid for your efforts. Okay, so for some of you that are transforming your life through the 8th house of Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is the 8th house in the natural horoscope. So the changes could be around other people's money, wills, banks, loans, and deeds. The transformation could be happening there. What I want to look at now is the hidden position with the 5 of Swords. And we've got the 8 of Cups. So moving away from conflict. This is also a card of spiritual growth for me. Now soon we will be moving into the next eclipse season. So we could be talking about any time from even the end of May, because the next eclipses are in July. So the eclipse season, as you can see, we've got the eclipsed moon there. That's when the changes are going to start happening for you. And I do see this as spiritual growth. So you're letting go of something that you could not get to the 10 of Cups with. And you're looking for that connection. You're looking for those 2 of Cups, dear Taurus. Let's take the foundation area. 9 of Swords. Yeah. So you've been up in your head, so many swords here. Your foundation area, your home, your stability has been, I'm going to say, that's where the changes will be happening. So anything around stability, for others of you, the stability is from work, but it's affecting your home life as well. And it goes both ways. So because the 9 of Swords is in your foundation, that's where the changes need to happen. And yeah, many sleepless nights, I can see that. Let's take, some of you are actually seriously thinking of travel, but things are holding you back. Let's see what the 8 of Swords is all about. And we've got the 8 of Wands. I said, some of you are seriously thinking of travel, but situations are holding you back. Now, the 8 of Wands is a card of social media, communication, Cupid's love arrows, also very quick energy, very quick change into, the Wheel of Fortune. Look at where they're heading. The arrows are heading towards the card of Jupiter. So whether you like it or not, the changes are here. So you better just let go. Don't fight it. Don't fight the changes. And you will see what will unfold for you. Okay, so the Judgment card, which is, for me, it's Scorpio, because it is Pluto. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Again, there is a lot of strong energies in Pluto. Pluto is all about transformation. Let's take the Judgment card and justice. You are moving into justice, into balance, and into equilibrium. Okay, the scales of justice are balancing out. And again, very, very karmic. Taurus, it's time for you to receive. Okay, for those of you that are in a situation where you're dealing with legal issues, yes, the 11, again, karma, but moving through that new doorway. And if there's been an injustice, that's where the change is coming through. And I believe that for most of you, it's going to be very, very easy. It's going to come naturally because it's not in your hands. For those of you that are really, really fighting this, then it's not going to be easy for you. So that's the advice in your reading. Go with it, Taurus. Let's look at that 7 of Swords. Now, if you're dealing with someone who's been very underhanded and stealthy, doing things behind your back, because he's looking straight at the devil. You know, I think that both of you are... I think that if you are in a partnership where, you know, one person is putting in all the hard work and the other person is just taking, well, then that's time to change as well. So let's take another card on that. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are seriously moving away from the devil. They have no idea. Whoever the devil is in your life, they have no idea that you have already calculated and made the moves that are necessary for a brand new beginning. And I have spoken about new work, new beginnings, something that is going to be stable, something that will provide for you. For others of you, this is just a brand new relationship, brand new beginning in a very strong and very sexually electrifying energy of a relationship. That's what I feel. Let's look at the devil. And I feel that whatever, if it's taken very long for the manifestation to come through, it's very positive that we've got Saturn retrograding, which means it's time to receive. And there's the Death card. Wow. Taurus, that is amazing. Having the Death card on top of the devil is absolutely critical. It's saying that, yes, this is where the changes are happening. No more devil in your life. It's gone. It's dead and gone. Let's see what the Queen of Swords is. That's the outcome position. And we've got the 7 of Cups, which is very Piscean, confusing energy. But I feel that through the truth, the Queen of Swords is holding the Ace of Swords, right? Through spoken words of the truth, when it's the time, you're going to be called to open up and speak it and say what's on your mind. Say what you've been holding back, and that will open up the doors for you. You're going to have many choices. Now, the secret is, I think that the choice, what I want to say is that the choice, if you're going to be in a confused state and not know which choice of these 7 choices to make, then I believe, because it is a 7 and it is the divine number, I believe that you will get that nudge. You will get that nudge. You're going to get poked on the shoulder and the universe is going to give you the answer. Let's take one more. And we've got the Five of Pentacles, another 5, which speaks of another imbalance. But you know what? This is for both of you. You're feeling this in the same way. You feel as though there is no help, but it's changing your attitude. You need to get out of that space. You need to look at the cup half full instead of half empty, and know that there is support, and you will realize this when it's the right time. And I think that it's got a lot to do with time. Looking at both these cards, I would say that for a lot of you, around the 12-day mark, so today's actually the 2nd of May, so around the 14th, 15th of May, I believe that there's going to be some sort of communication where you're going to work out that you're not the only one feeling left out in the cold, and you're not the only one that's ready to make a new move, you know, ready to take that new step, going through that new doorway, and going through that doorway with a lot of, with an attitude, I want to say. So you're not taking into account other people at this time. You're doing what is right for you. And I love that, Taurus. I really, really love that. There's a lot of decisiveness here with the Queen of Swords. And yes, that light is going to come on, so you're going to know exactly what you need to do and which direction to move into. Let's look at this King of Cups. I was going to say Queen of Cups. The King of Cups. One card. No. King of Cups in the divine position. And we've got a choice. Okay. Some of you could be choosing between two people. Some of you could be waiting on someone to make a decision. The Two of Pentacles also speaks of being very busy or just not being able to make a decision. For some of you, I think that you've sort of put the decision on hold for a little while. You're waiting on that clarity, but come on. I want one more card. One more for more clarity. One more card. And here it is. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. So yes, this is the beginning. It's a very slow beginning. Like with the Ace of Pentacles here, this is the ace that you're holding in your hands, dear Taurus. You've got the idea, you've got the imagination. You are imagining something that is going to begin. As I said, it's going to begin very slowly, but you're going to get the indication. If you don't know and you're not trusting in this new beginning, well then it could be a message that comes through. You could be dealing also with another earth sign. Something that is beginning, that's going to be quite stable, and it's going to grow, but it's going to grow slowly. Yes, the beginning is going to be like a jolt, and then the manifestation will start slowly. Let's take on the Six of Pentacles, which is the general energy. One card, and we've got the Nine of Cups, dear Taurus. So this is what you've been hoping for a long time. For a long time, because you do have the Eight of Cups, and then we progress to the Nine of Cups, which is your wish coming true. So finding the balance and a wish fulfillment that you've really, really been hoping for. And if it's not the time to receive in May around your birthday, then you will have the indication, though, I feel, with this card. Now, the Two of Pentacles turns into the Ace. So for those of you that are choosing between two people, you're actually going to drop the one. You're actually closing the door, because with Pluto having retrograded on top of the South Node, which is karma, which is letting go of old situations, old structures. It's time to build new structures. And I'm going to take maybe a couple of Sibillas just for a bit more information. First of all, I'd like to look at the Karma Dharma position in the middle on top of the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles. So we've got the Il Nemico, which is, again, very karmic, transformation, negative energy moving away. There's the Morte, the death card again. Incredible. Incredible. Scorpio and deliriousness. Okay, so there is support through friends, through family. What is changing is going to leave you stunned. You won't believe it. You just will not believe it. Now, because this is a neutral card, yes, it's like the Nine of Pentacles. So you're standing financially in a really good position. Work is going very well. Now, but what is going to change is going to bring you even more. So for those of you that are transforming your love life, there could be a small period of standing alone. So financially, you're in a really good position, but you're hoping to have someone that is the apple of your eye to share the, the financial stability that you have. You're hoping to have someone to share that with, someone who's going to be on the same level where your values are concerned. Let me take one more card. And we've got the Vecchia Signora, which the Vecchia Signora is a visitor. This is a situation that has matured. Some of you are expecting either a visitor or you're hoping to visit someone. Now, this is someone who is more older, more mature. They've been through their own situations. She's similar to the Queen of Swords. So, yes, the Vecchia Signora is, if we're talking about energetically, it's a time of manifestation because the situation has matured. It's like the apple that's ripened and it's ready to fall off the tree. Okay, so it's a time of manifestation. That's what I see for Taurus. I want to see the Death card with the Devil in the action and advice. Sospiri, so whatever you've been hoping for, you're waiting on it, waiting on the return. Consolante sorpresa, so unexpectedly the change comes in, and it comes in unexpected. And alegria, which is celebration, letting your hair down, going out, having a great time with friends, and letting the divine do the work for you. It's not in your hands, Taurus. It's not. It's not. So as I said, you got to just go with it, okay? All right, dear Taurus. I think that I will leave it at that. I want to thank you so much for being here, for taking the time out, and all that you do for my channel, sending you lots of love. And as I said, many happy returns for your solar return. All the best to you. Talk to you soon.